Hello, and welcome to Essential Research for Teens, Session 5. Today, we're going to talk about a process called synthesis, which we studied or did a pretest a week ago, Tuesday. And today, so we're going to kind of introduce it to you and show you how it's done, okay, with what the notes that we have taken so far. On page 2 here with our blue slide, we have two parts to today. We're going to start with our congregate groups. This is going to be our last day this week. We will not do congregate on Friday. You're going to click in on Google Stream. Our password is going to be English 8, as it has been one word. And then we're going to answer as a group 3 questions on a Google Doc and submit it during class, sort of the same procedure that we did on Tuesday. Then our assignment for today is we're going to go to page 2 of our research notebook, and we're going to click on section 2 instead of section 1. This is called synthesis pages. Okay, we're going to make what's called, I call, a synthesis box. And synthesis means that we're making a summary of your notes. When we did the pretest on this, you had to read 8 or 9 little blurbs, and then you had to take all that information and then you put it together in one small paragraph and summarize it. We're going to take the 3 sources that you have and all the notes that you have, and we're going to start summarizing each of those sources and find the main parts of those and put it in a little box. Okay, so let's get on and we'll show you. Okay, so the first thing we do in our congregate groups is we're going to pull up this Google Doc and you're going to answer 3 questions. The first one, very simply, who's in your group? The second question, do your group members prefer to watch a video or read an article to get their facts or research? Okay, I'm kind of interested in that. And then the third question, ask each student group member to state what is the biggest problem or crisis regarding your topic. Okay, so for example, if I write my name in here, the biggest problem, if you remember, we were doing gene editing, something called CRISPR, where you can go in and change the DNA of what someone looks like. And the question here, the problem we have is, would gene editing on humans be ethical? Now, for example, you could decide you want a baby that has like blue eyes and blonde hair, be 6'2", a certain weight. Okay, so you can kind of like pre-order your child. Okay, now is that ethical? All right, but on the other side of the issue is you could also go in if you know that a baby's going to be born with a birth defect or deformity, and if you catch them early enough, you could change the DNA and the genes to make sure that that doesn't happen. So the science is ready for that, but morally and ethically, that's a question that we need to ask ourselves. So I answer these 3 with everyone like you did on Tuesday, and then go ahead and submit that, and that'll be worth 4 points. Okay, and that takes us to our lesson for today. And as you said, we're going to talk about synthesis, or the process of synthesizing. Okay, again, you take several pieces of information, and we're going to summarize it into one paragraph. All right, so how are we going to do that? All right, so what you should have in section 1 right now is you should have 3 sources of information. You should have from a week ago last Thursday, we had the video with the link, notes, pictures. On Friday, we had an article with a link, notes, and a picture. And then on Monday, you could choose a video or an article, link, notes, and a picture. And we talked about different styles of notes that you have. So this is what you'd have in section 1. And this is what we're going to try to scale down now in the process called synthesis. Okay, so how are we going to do that? We're going to go to our research notebook. We're going to go to our page 2, and we're going to click on section 2 called synthesis pages. So far, we've done our research in section 1, and we had the text sets in section 5 that had the links of stuff that we were looking up. But we're going to go to section 2, and when you click on that, it's just going to be a blank piece of paper, okay, virtual piece of paper. And what we would like you to do is on this piece of paper is divide this page into 4 squares. So draw a vertical line and a horizontal line, and then I'd like you to label source 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll have 4 boxes on one page. So what's going to happen is we'll go to our first source, and we're going to take all these facts, and we're going to try to decide 3 to 5 facts that you think are the most important information that you want to share, because we're not going to share all of this. We have to decide what's the most important. And we're going to put that in the first box. We have a picture with it and a little title. This one here, this person, we chose 4 bullet points that we want to do and put in this box. All right. And so when we get done with that, it should look pretty much like that. Then we want to go to source 2. So we take source 2 and we put it to the right up here. This time we have 3 bullet points with a picture and a title. And we're going to do the same with source 3. That's going to go down in the bottom left-hand corner. As you will see here, my picture covers, I'll go to the next slide. We only have 3 sources yet. Okay, so when you're all done after today, you're not going to look up any new information today. We are synthesizing, we are downsizing or summarizing all the information that we've found so far in our research. So we have source 1, 2, and 3. Tomorrow, we're going to not do congregate. We're just going to look up our 4th source, and then we will downsize it and put it here in our synthesis process in the last box. But this is where we want you to be today when you're done. Okay, so start here. Okay, I should say start here with the first one, and we want to get to looks like this. Okay, but first we'll go back to our congregate, and we'll start with this sheet. Okay, and I'll pop into your groups and see how you're doing. When you're done with this and submit it, then go ahead and work on the synthesizing lesson in your research notebook. All right, thank you very much. Bye bye.